The modest New England community of Alder Ridge took pride in being a place where residents still greeted neighbors with waves, children confidently cycled their bikes, and the local bakery was familiar with every customer's preferred order. It was the kind of town that appeared tranquil, storybook tranquil, until the autumn afternoon when two children entered a home for a straightforward playdate, and only a single individual exited. It commenced with a decision made at the last moment. Mara Ellison did not intend to accommodate any guests that Thursday. She had spent the morning going through the motions, preparing her husband's lunch, tidying the living room, and folding a load of laundry she had neglected in the dryer overnight. By the time her daughter Elsie descended the stairs, her backpack bouncing and her hair only partially brushed, Mara was already thoroughly fatigued. "Mom, may Harper come over after school?" Elsie inquired, visibly exhilarated. Mara paused momentarily. "Today? My dear, I am uncertain. Could you please?" Her mother stated that she may do so if you agree. "We are collaborating on an endeavor together." It was present, the decisive advantage of the school endeavor. Mara assessed the condition of the house, reflected on the unanswered emails, and then exhaled softly. Certainly, a brief social visit, complete the homework before anything else. "Then you both may proceed to play," Elsie exclaimed with delight, embraced her mother, and hurried out the door, calling back, "You are the best!" Mara permitted herself a subtle smile. She did not consider herself the best, rarely did, but modest achievements held significance. If she had been aware of the consequences that consenting to that playdate would provoke, she might have firmly closed the door and never reopened it. The ladies arrived at 3:18 p.m., their backpacks dragging across the hardwood floor as they hurried inside. Elsie was diminutive for her age, possessing a reserved, scholarly demeanor. Harper, in contrast, was assertive, outspoken, and unafraid, the type of child who did not inquire, but instead took decisive action. "Hello, Ms. Ellison," Harper cried out, casually placing her shoes in the center of the entryway. "Shoes to the side, please," Mara said automatically, and Harper nudged them toward the wall without pausing. The girls arranged their books on the dining table, with glue tools positioned perilously close to the edge. Mara prepared apple slices for them and periodically checked on their well-being, observing the effortless camaraderie and hilarity they shared. For a brief instant, she permitted herself to relax. At 4:07 p.m., the telephone rang. It was Harper's mother in a state of panic. Mara scarcely recognized her own voice. "Mara, I sincerely apologize. I have just arrived at the school. Harper was not present. They stated that she departed early. Well, they mentioned she left with another individual, a female individual. I am reaching out to everyone. I wondered if she perhaps went directly to your residence." Mara blinked. "She is present. They are both indeed." They entered simultaneously. Conversely, Harper's mother exhaled with a trembling breath. "Oh, thank goodness. Thank you very much. I will arrive early to pick her up." "Certainly," Mara responded. She terminated the call, feeling unsettled. Schools did not permit children to depart early with another individual, not without proper documentation. Something appeared to be amiss. She proceeded to inquire about the ladies. The reception area was unoccupied. Her respiration was momentarily seized. Elsie? Harper? A gentle sound emanated from the upper floor, a sudden impact, followed by a gentle laugh. A wave of relief washed over her, merely the children playing, immediately replaced by irritation. "Ladies, I instructed you to remain downstairs." No response. She ascended the staircase, her footfall resonating. The corridor appeared cooler than usual, although a breeze consistently penetrated the aged window frames. A subtle sound of movement emanated from Elsie's chamber. Mara gently opened the door. Both young women positioned themselves beside the window. Harper's back was turned to her. Elsie's face appeared pallid. "Did you not hear me?" Mara inquired. "I said—" She halted. Harper was holding something in her hand. A knife. One of Mara's kitchen blades. "What are you doing?" Mara softly spoke. Harper gradually turned around. Her expression was unreadable, far too placid for a 9-year-old holding a blade. Elsie's voice wavered. "Mother, she stated that we were engaged in a game." What game is being referred to? Mara inquired, her heart beating. Harper expressed a gentle smile. A confidential matter. Mara's stomach clenched. Nothing in the girl's demeanor suggested a sense of playfulness. Her eyes were disturbingly cold and unwavering, neither panicked nor bewildered, merely determined. Harper, Mara said cautiously, please lower the dagger. Harper inclined her head. However, our work remains incomplete. That is not a hobby, Mara stated. She advanced cautiously. Harper withdrew a step. Please, refrain. Mara came to a sudden halt. Elsie's tongue trembled. Mother, it is acceptable, Mara stated softly. No one's in trouble. Let's just put the knife away. We are all able to proceed downstairs. Harper hesitated briefly, as if contemplating. Then a peculiar expression briefly appeared on her face, perhaps amusement, before she lunged. Mara responded instinctively, seizing Elsie and guiding her aside. Harper's petite frame made contact with Mara's hip, causing the knife to fall to the floor. Mara instinctively pushed it aside and embraced both girls with her arms. That is sufficient, she declared sharply. This is not a mere game. Harper, you must. A sudden, forceful knocking at the front door interrupted her. Harper! A voice exclaimed sharply. Harper, dear, please open the door. Harper's mother. The frantic knocking grew louder. Mara kept a tight hold on Elsie and looked toward the stairs. Stay here, she murmured. Harper, now immobilized in the center of the room, observed her with wide eyes, still unweeping, still not responding in a manner appropriate for a child. Mara swiftly descended the stairs with trembling hands and opened the door. Harper's mother entered abruptly, her hair disordered and her face marked with tears. Is she present here? Oh God, is she okay? She's upstairs, Mara continued, but before she could finish, Harper's mother darted up the stairs. Wait, Mara followed, Elsie padding close behind despite her protests. By the time they reached the bedroom, Harper's mother was kneeling on the floor, clutching her daughter, sobbing with relief. Harper didn't hug back. Mom, she said flatly, you're squeezing me. Mara picked up the knife and stowed it behind her, not wanting Elsie, or Harper's mother, to see it again. What occurred? Harper's mother inquired, glancing anxiously back and forth between the two young women. Mara paused momentarily. What was her intended statement? Your daughter carried a knife upstairs and threatened mine? She acted like a stranger, like something was wrong? Prior to her ability to speak, Harper responded initially. Elsie attempted to cause me harm. The world appeared to tilt. That's not true, Elsie cried. Mom, she's lying. Harper continued calmly. She picked up the knife. I attempted to stop her. Harper's mother glanced at Mara, horrified. Did that occur? Mara's thoughts hurriedly advanced. No, it was Harper who was holding the dagger. I strolled in and saw. That's not what happened, Harper insisted, voice eerily steady. She wanted to play a scary game. I told her it was bad. Mom, Elsie wept. She's lying. Harper's mother stood abruptly, dragging Harper behind her. I believe it would be appropriate for us to proceed. Mara advanced cautiously. Kindly wait, sir. There appears to be a misunderstanding. However, Harper's mother was already approaching the staircase. I am escorting my daughter home. We will discuss this further at a later time. Harper halted at the entrance and retraced her steps. For the first time, her expression altered into a slight, knowing smirk. A shiver coursed through Mara with such intensity that she had to brace herself against the wall. That evening, Mara scarcely obtained any sleep. Elsie wept herself into exhaustion. Her spouse, Andrew, endeavored to console both of them, yet nothing alleviated the apprehension knotted within Mara's chest. At 11:23 p.m., her telephone vibrated. A news notification. Subsequently, another. Her breath momentarily halted as she read the headline. Local woman discovered deceased in residence. Daughter unaccounted for. Andrew straightened as she uttered a gasp. Mara? What is it? She was unable to articulate her words. She handed him the phone instead. He perused the article silently. Harper's mother. Deceased. Cause not disclosed. Law enforcement agencies are conducting a manhunt for Harper. No, Mara softly responded. No. Andrew placed an arm around her. They will locate her. She's just a kid. But Mara remembered the grin, the weapon, the unsettling tranquility, and she knew, deep within her core, that referring to Harper as merely a kid was not an appropriate characterization. A shadow shifted outside the window of the living room. Mara became tense. A gentle knock resonated throughout the quiet home. 3 deliberate strikes, then a child's voice, melodic and gentle. "Ms. Ellison, may Elsie join us to play?" Mara's scream became trapped in her larynx. Andrew approached the window, but Mara seized his arm, vehemently shaking her head. The voice resonated once more. "Proceed further, more assertive. Please allow me entry. If you desire part 2, please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment indicating your interest in the next chapter."